Okay, who's in my group? Chin Chin, the director, me, the sound director, Arnold, the editor, and Holly, the cinematographer. Um, we didn't really kind of do our roles explicitly. We were kind of we knew our designated role, but we kind of helped each other with our different roles. For example, Arnold had problems with editing, a lot of problems. So me and Chin Chin stepped in and we kind of did it for him. We weren't supposed to, but hey, we have to get the job done. Uh, we we were mostly together when it comes to this project. When in terms of filming, we were always together. So we were always talking about the camera angles, mid shots, low shots, wide views, for displaying different things. But in terms of post production, so that's after the filming and just just actually getting the clips together. It was more just me and Chin Chin just working on the thing. And in terms of leadership, I guess I kind of took control in terms of cinematography because even though I'm the sound director, I had problems with how uh, the way it was being filmed by Holly. So I kind of stepped into a domain that I wasn't supposed to be in. Uh, but yeah, I kind of leaded that part, and I guess it was a fun experience. I mean, uh, of course, we have to do our jobs to the best quality and all that stuff. But in the end, everything's just a fun learning experience. And I guess um, we wouldn't have finished without me. Well, that's not true, to be honest. Well, the sound is only there to kind of like give us, like, show that the film is up to standard and all this stuff. But in a way, they couldn't have finished. I don't want to be cocky and just say no, they wouldn't have finished without me. Uh, but yeah, more or less. Uh, like I said, in terms of helping people with their jobs, uh, Arnold had problems with editing. I I kind of I kind of wrestled control from Holly and kind of filmed the scenes and told her what to film and stuff. Even though I can't really say she had a clear idea of what she was doing. She might have had a clear idea, but she wasn't displaying. She had a clear idea of her. And in editing, where Chin Chin was editing, and Arnold was watching, I was kind of telling Chin Chin like how to like telling where to slow down in some particular shots because of the music and stuff, so it syncs tempo in it. Yeah. And in terms of working better, getting better with working with other people, I think it's more about trust and whether I can have people trust people to do things for me. I can do things for other people, but will other people be able to do things for me? And will I be able to accept it is another thing I need to work on. Tolerance. Yeah. Did we have enough time? It was workable, but then we would have preferred more. Actually, we had like, I don't know, 4 weeks. So it was pretty good. In terms of did we use our time well? Nope. Nope. um, Pre-production in terms of storyboarding and deciding what kind of shots to use, deciding how to get all the stuff together was the real mess of it all. That's what took most of the time. The actual filming was a lot easier. Uh, we didn't necessarily follow the storyboard at all. Well, no, 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 that's not true. We, when it came to filming, we loosely referenced the story, what we did in storyboard to like, uh, we did more of what, why we chose that shot and whether that reason fit what the shot we were doing now. That's what we really did. Um, in terms of did I individually use my time more, I think I could have. Well, there are obviously things I need to improve with technical skills, such and such. But I used the time in this project to the best of my ability, and the production schedule was quite useful. Like, we thought it wasn't going to be useful at all, and we were just writing it out because our teacher told us to. But then, it, even even as a just having any schedule to work with is pretty good. So it's something I would definitely do in the future. And if there are things we would like to finish properly, I guess that would have to be the storyboard. We were more of kind of rushing to finish the storyboard so we can actually get the filming and the editing done. We did get everything done. In fact, we were the first group, the only group to finish and hand our work in on time. And in some cases, I did need to tell Arnold what to do for editing, but it was getting a bit too much, so Chinchin and I kind of took over that. I did tell Holly in terms of what scenes to angle, but then I've already gone through that, and I did find myself on a lot of occasions with nothing to do. Then I did think of other things I could do, like outside my domain, outside my sound editing, that I could help with, and that's with Chinchin's editing and post-production and all that. In terms of hardware we used the Panasonic HD, and I'm not really quite sure what this thing here is, but then it's by the Zoom Corporation. It's like a soundbox kind of controller thing where you can control, you can record the sound and change the file extension to use with different programs and such. We used a Panasonic HD AVC HD and a tripod, of course. And aside from that, this kind of software we used is, I used Mixcraft for editing software. I'm unable to show any more screenshots than these because my free trial ran out. And Chinchin used iMovie to edit, and I kind of supervised that editing. What was unfamiliar to me? Everything about sound editing. I literally had no experience with sound editing, but I guess I have some knowledge now on how to loop and stuff. I guess it's fun working with technology, learning new things, and in terms of tech problems, nope. We didn't have any tech problems. Chinchin, more or less, whenever she didn't know how to edit or slow down, we kind of looked everywhere on the program. We went to help, we went to, the function F1 to try and find out how to do things. Aside from that, we didn't really do much. And Chinchin used iMovie because it automatically imported to iMovie, so she decided to work with that anyway. I did try to ask her if she wanted to convert to Final Cut Pro, but then she said that would take up too much time, so we decided to just work with iMovie. In terms of what tech I need to master, definitely editing. Obviously there's the video editing, but there's also sound editing that I have to do. So. Okay, did we change anything about the original script? We tried not to, which means we did. The only reason we did change it was because when we were acting, our kind of skills, our acting skills are not that great, so we kind of adjusted when we were filming. When the person was being filmed, we kind of adjusted to what we kind of knew, but then we tried to keep true to the original script as much as possible. Am I happy with the way film turned out? I guess I can't. I did have fun, but then it's not really whether I'm happy, it's whether I'm proud with the way the film turned out, and that would have to be no. The problem is because we had casting difficulties, so I had to play 3 characters all at once, and in terms of having a way to visually separate them so that they're distinct in their own character was a bit difficult with the constraints and the materials and the resources we had. And kind of the angles, there's this kind of cinema feel that you don't get from our film. You can tell you can tell the quality is good. It's just that there's just the feeling about it. Maybe it's the camera settings and the lighting and stuff, but in the end, we'll never know until we try. And the best shot in film is the one from under the table, which you can see right now. And how I'm particularly proud with how I took this shot, because as you can see from these photos, it's not easy, and that would have to be my best idea. And do I consider myself a creative person? Yes and no. I kind of take inspiration from life and around me a lot. So, if anything, I'm not a dog. If anything, it's credit to everything, all the people and all the things around me. And how this creativity helped my project. I guess I'm weird and wacky, a bit crazy, a bit on the crazy end. So I did a lot of, for example, this shot you can see with Chin Chin and Arnold running across. I had to climb up and yeah, do something I wasn't supposed to do, and yeah, so I could get a shot.